Hello again and welcome to the show. I'm Al Greenov, and today our spotlight is on Venezuela. A group of Russian naval vessels has set off for the Caribbean on this week to conduct joint maneuvers with Venezuelan Navy. This development follows a week-long visit to Venezuela by a pair of Russian strategic bombers and comes as Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez is visiting Russia this week. What's behind the intensifying contacts between Russia and Venezuela? We'll talk about it with the one person in Russia who knows Hugo Chavez for almost a decade, his constant interpreter in this country, Alla Zenkovich.
Alla Zenkovich is the only Russian Hugo Chavez trusts to interpret his speeches. She has been his interpreter for all of his visits to Moscow. After graduating from the Institute of Foreign Languages in Moscow, she joined the USSR Foreign Ministry. Since 1980, Alla has been a member of the International Women's Club, where for many years she lectured on Russian rituals and traditions to the West in Moscow. We married the Cuban ambassador to the USSR, Juan Aldamar, and moved to Havana. Throughout her prolific career has been the official interpreter during the state and working visits of many presidents, such as the President of Venezuela, Chile, and Mexico. She has also worked with foreign ministers of Cuba, Colombia, Venezuela, and Argentina. Alla Zenkovich is our guest today.
Hello, Ms. Zenkovich, and welcome to the show. Thank you very, very much for being with us. Well, the reason why we wanted to talk to you about the Russian-Venezuelan relations, about Hugo Chavez, is that because you know him very well, you have a pretty old personal relationship with him. Well, Hugo Chavez is probably the most remarkable politician in Latin America, and he is becoming sort of an icon for the left around the world, even, not only in America. He become who he is. Was his rise to power accidental? What would you say?
First of all, I would like to note that I wouldn't say I have personal relationship with Hugo Chavez. I had a happy opportunity to work with him since the first visit to Russia in 2000, and this one will be the 7th visit. He always invites me to accompany him and to interpret for him. Well,
This is actually what I meant by personal relation, and nothing more.
I don't know why. Perhaps because I know rather well Latin American culture, their traditions, customs, the history of this continent, and it interests me very much. That's why I am the executive director of the Latin American Center in our university. Well, I wouldn't say that Chavez became occasionally what he is, because since he was very young, he was trying to change the destiny of his people.
So he is fanatical?
No, he's not. He was 28 years old when, together with 3 comrades, he decided to follow the way of Bolivar. Simon Bolivar.
Yeah.
He was the national hero.
His favorite personality, I think.
Of course. They are very proud that Simon Bolivar was born in Venezuela, and he was also giving his oath in Rome, on one of the hills of Rome, when he was very young, to struggle for the independence of Venezuela. He achieved his goal, but unfortunately he died forgotten by his people. No profit in his own homeland. Hugo Chavez decided when he was 28 to struggle for the real independence of his country. At that time, more than 80% of Venezuelans lived under the level of the poverty. And Venezuela now, according to the analysts, is the richest country in the world. The richest, I say. As far as, no, I mean...
What about the Emirates?
No, I mean the oil and gas reserves.
For natural resources?
Yes, natural resources. They are evaluated now even more important than ours, than Saudi Arabians, than Iranians, and so on.
Not a lot of people know that.
Well, this is so. And in spite of that, the Venezuelans, the people of this country were very poor. And as many other military of Latin America, he decided to struggle for the well-being of his people. And this is a noble task. Well, His first attempt in 1992 failed. It was a military coup, and he spent 2 years in the prison. Then afterwards, he decided to study foreign relations at the university, and he began his political career. He began organizing at a party. And amazingly, for many of them, it was only 6 years, and in 1998...
He came to power, yeah.
He came to power, but it was the result of the general elections.
Can you tell me, did he really achieve since 1998 when he came to power? How many promises did he fulfill? Because he didn't come to power as a result of a coup, as you mentioned, but he was elected, so he gave promises. But did he really keep them?
I would tell you one thing. It is not possible to achieve all the dreams. He is called, even in Venezuela, and I happily visited this country for the first time this year. I spent 2 weeks in August there, and I saw by my own eyes how is the situation there. The Venezuelans call him a dreamer. Mm-hmm.